because they put rules about it. It's like this pizza place doesn't exist anymore. Like, let's put some fucking beds in there and have people. It's better than them sleep. Like, we can't do that. We can't do that because it used to be a restaurant, and the rules are that it's not a house, and we could get in a lot of trouble. Like, what do you like? What rule? Put a fucking bed in there and give this person somewhere to sleep.
Hello, welcome to another Latino with a podcast. I'm the Latino with a podcast, Christian Henix Mayer, and today I am with Gabriel Alvizo. Yeah, traps. I never do that. He's one of my favorite comics because he can make calling people gay funny every fucking time. He's like, I once, we were in the same show in Latin Excel, and I remember I did really good, and you went after me, and you didn't do one joke the whole time. You was called like there were like four guys in the front. It's like, you came together? No women. You're fucking gay. That was that happened for like 10 minutes, and there was like a woman with big tits, and then like, you're not trying to hit her. You're fucking gay. And that happened also in Rose Battle. And he's also one of the comics that I did Rose Battle, and I didn't do good that day. And he was like, "Dude, you fucking suck." So yeah, really funny guy. How are you?
I'm good. Can you turn my headphones lower though?
Yeah, I get like just the headphones.
Yeah, just my headphones.
All this time he's like, you are gay.
Yeah, I'm good, dude. Yeah, I do. I call people gay a lot.
You are gay.
Okay, there you go. Now I have a button for that. Like,
Why are you gay?
okay, you need to know that this comes from like I said it in the last episode. This comes from a news show in, I'm pretty sure it's Uganda, and this was the interviewer, and he's serious as fuck. He had like a trans activist, and like,
being gay in Uganda is like super.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, welcome to like whatever name her was," and he's like, "She's a trans activist, so let's start the interview."
Why are you gay?
First question, and then she's like, "Who says I'm gay?" And he's like,
You are gay.
"Incredible," and he was super serious about it. He's like, "No, you are," but tell me why. But I want to talk about like your. I always like start with the comment like, how have you feel with your process in Rose Battle, because like it's so fun to host it, and especially now that they do like host for the comics, like a stand up section for the judges, and then you are just hosting the Rose.
Yeah. You're asking about my process?
Like if you if you like it more in that way.
Oh. I was gonna say there's no process.
It's just me getting there and calling people gay.
It's just me not practicing or preparing. And then the night of getting super nervous. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then I just vomit on stage, and my vomit is just being like, hey, what's up, gay guy?
And have ever like something that happens there, you're like, I'm gonna make this into an actual joke?
No, I should.
Because the other jokes that you have is like, my uncle touched me. I was like, okay.
I don't
Anymore.
do those no more.
Exactly. I don't do that anymore.
They weren't quite making people feel comfortable.
They're like, your uncle too? Hey.
Yeah. No, I don't know. What was the question?
Like
do I like hosting more?
No, if you like have ever grabbed one thing that happened at hosting and turned it into a joke.
Probably. I don't know if I have an example. But I do need to do that more in general. I've been trying to lately do my jokes and the crowd work and make it kind of seem like one whole thing instead of two separate things. Because I really like doing crowd work, not because it's like a trendy thing or like whatever. Like, I don't know, whatever. People could say that it's hack or whatever, but like if that's the case, I don't care. Like, I like being hack, I guess.
It's
like,
funny.
I'm not doing it because I think that it's like an easy shift or because I like doing it. I think it's funny.
I believe
It's also how I am like around people and my friends. I'm always like yeah. So it's fun to me. But my problem is that, or like not as much as anymore because I'm trying to get out of the habit. But it used to be that I would do crowd work, and I do like especially if I started a set off with crowd work,
Okay.
that like my voice feels a little bit different in the way that I tell jokes. So it would feel kind of like a hard stop.
And then
So
joke.
and then like my jokes or like it would feel like my jokes maybe some like you know because our jokes are like practiced
Yeah.
or whatever. I think like you could kind of like hear that a little bit because like the energy shift or whatever it was. So sometimes I'd have a hard problem like getting into my act. So I'm trying to like make my act like I'm just trying to make my voice sound the same.
Yeah,
no matter
like
how.
unity between
Yeah,
crowd
unity.
work and-
Like yeah. And I've been doing that more.
I'm gonna say like one of the funniest moments I saw you on stage is it was one phrase, and then with recently you said why you did it, but this was long hair Gabriel. It was Rose Battle, and the first three battles were bad.
Yeah, and I
it
said,
was
how's the vibe?
boom, like bad.
Yeah.
And then you just go and say like, "How's the vibe? Are you having a good time, right?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "How? Why did that work?" And recently you said like because sometimes you just gotta point out like what the people are thinking. Like a lot of times it's like yeah, you gotta be clever and twist and go
Well,
from
it's
a
like-
place that they
it's
don't
like-
expect.
Yeah, it's like you know, when you're like holding your breath and then finally you get to go.
Oh, final.
And everyone and everyone does it with you. Like that's kind of like what it is. But that's funny. That one time, that was the first time that I like ever did that. I had been in situations like that, and I was probably the other person on the side where I did so bad that the next person was like, "Fuck, I have to like dig out of this or whatever." But yeah, I just like thought of it like right then and there or whatever. It was like
I
a
believe
riff.
it was against Anthony Hernandez, the battle.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah, you're right. That's what it was. And then we had a really fun time.
Yeah.
because Anthony's like a good friend of mine, so it was really fun. But that was the first time I did that, and it's funny that you bring that up because I had like used that as a tool,
Okay.
like you know.
This was the first time you feel you used.
Yeah,
it.
and I was like, oh yeah, like so it kind of answers your question a little bit. I mean, it's not in my act, but like what crowd work has done, not necessarily like moments have turned into jokes, but through crowd work, I've learned how to control like situations.
Like
So
that.
I actually did that the other night. There was like 3 hecklers in the audience.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, a lot in the big room at the lodge. And there was a comic that went before me, and she was like handling it really well, but like she was like also like straight, like you know when you stop joking and you're just like, dude, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
Like she did
Yeah.
that, and sometimes you just like have to do that because you're like not even like I'm not even trying. Like she got the light, so she didn't have time to like
Bring it back. Yeah.
So she was just like, dude, what the fuck's your problem or whatever. And then I was like, oh fuck, like I have to like do something. You know, I can't just do my jokes. Like I have to like do something. And it was like 3 people, but one guy in particular was like giving her a really hard time. It fucking like was pissing me off. I wouldn't mind if she ran the light because I was like, no, I get it.
Yeah, dude.
Not my
Yeah, I
time.
don't want
Like,
this.
fucking do what you have to do, whatever. But anyway, and I went up and I was like, I just got here. How the vibes? And I did the same thing. This was like last Saturday. And I hadn't done that in forever. So it's like when you put something in like your back pocket, it just kind of stays there, I think. So
Yeah,
that's what like crowd work is good
It's like a
for.
tool to get out of.
But I mean, if you're doing crowd work to get clips, that's not a tool that's going to help you be a better comic. I think it's going to be a tool that helps you get more stage time, which in turn helps you be a better
Yes.
comic. But I'm not like trying to do, I mean, obviously I'm not trying to do it for clips. I don't post anything really. I should.
I'm gonna say two things. One, recently in the roast battle the last that I went, there was one guy apparently in the crowd that you keep saying like, "Dude, you're so fucking beautiful. Like, you're so hot. Like, what
Oh,
the
yeah,
fuck?"
guy in the front.
And I was like, "Dude, he's just exaggerated." And then when the show was done, I saw the guy
He was
going in the bar.
beautiful.
like I immediately was like, "It's this guy."
Dude, he was
he
like,
was like, what, the mustache?
Yeah, he had
He
the
was
mustache.
fucking beautiful.
yeah, I know, dude. It's funny. I thought of a riff after the mustache, or like about the mustache afterward, and I was so bummed. But yeah, no, he was like a good
was
looking
great.
guy. Yeah, he was a good looking guy, and so like I do try to be like just honest and like
Yeah.
when I'm on stage. And like, but unfortunately, like the depth of my honesty is like you're hot or you're gay.
That's it.
That's it.
You're hot.
Yeah.
You're gay, or am I gay? That's
I
the
just
lane.
like, but my problem is that it works so often. So I've just been doing it for years.
Like I remember there was a, like, you have a good laugh, and so like I believe most comics when they're on stage, they can, if you laugh hard, they can no
Hear it,
pinpoint
yeah,
like
no,
it's
people
you.
hear my laugh
Like
a lot.
Karinda Larson, had that too. And I remember one saying is that I was judging. It was the first time judging, first and only so far. But Max Sorich, he was hosting, and he bombed so bad. Like the announcer bombed. The announcer was like, "Hey,
You didn't have to say his
Zany."
name. You could have just said that.
No, Max Sorich. Max Sorich. I'm gonna attack him. This is the picture.
No,
This
don't
is the
do
video.
this. Don't do this one.
Yeah.
Bleep it out. Bleep it
I'm
out.
not gonna bleep it out.
I don't want to.
He know he bombed.
I know. We can't put it on the internet.
Yes, we can.
No.
He's a great comic. Every
Okay.
great comic have bomb. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. But we don't talk about it.
So Max Sorich bomb. We talk about it. It's fine. It's like part of the catharsis. Catharsis. Like I have bomb. You have bomb. It's fine. But he went like the announcer bomb. The announcer's like, "Hey, Sanis, how we doing tonight?"
Oh, and nothing.
This.
I don't remember that.
And then he did it again, and he was like, and then Max went because he bombed, and he bombed. But everybody else after him was like not doing okay. And then I did. I was like, guys, what is happening? And then like, everybody okay? And one girl said something, but unintelligible. And I was like, wait. Someone said something. You said no. I was like, are you okay? And she's like, no. And I
to
was,
you.
to me. And I was like, why? And then she's like, because the situation of the politics and the situation in the country. And I was like, and are you waiting for the guy with an accent to point that out? And then that go like, you're like, what? Got a guy with an accent here? You're like, yeah, ISIS not doing their job. And then like that got a laugh, and then like
Funny, yeah.
open the thing. But I remember you laughed hard in the back, and I was like, I did something good. Like, and I did something right, because and from there, like, the show got like a lot better.
Oh, I usually think it's the opposite. If I hear a comic laughing in the back, I'm like, oh, I'm doing something wrong.
No.
I'm like, oh, I can hear the comics. This is bad.
No, but this is
Usually,
but you know that there's, if the people laugh with the comic, then you did something really good. If the people don't laugh at all, and then comics in the back laugh, yeah, you fucking did something really bad.
yeah.
I believe that's the two options. Well, I brought topics. I told you. So I told you to not to prepare at all, and we're gonna do the pause in like 5 minutes. But I'm gonna introduce the topic. Like, I've been seeing a lot, and this one of my favorite contents to consume, and it's like malicious compliance. You know what malicious compliance is?
No.
Malicious compliance is when it usually happens when they change managers, and your new manager like doesn't obviously understand how the shit works,
Yeah, for sure.
and they try to implement rules,
yeah.
because and the rules most of the time are stupid. Like, for example, the last that I saw is like a guy that it was like working from home, and the new manager is like, "Hey, I'll see you at office Monday." I was like, "Why? I just work from home. I don't know why. This is a new policy, new management. You have to attach to the rules. So
Yeah.
you're working from home." It's like, yeah, but I can do the job from here. Like, no exceptions to the rule. Like, you gotta fucking go to work. And it's like, yeah, but my commute is so much. You gotta go to work. No exceptions. And then he goes to work. And the first day when he's like on the commute back, he gets an email. It's like, hey, can you finish this project? Malicious compliance is like, no, the rules are the work is in the office and not from home. So I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, but this is urgent. We need this right now. It's like, that's your fucking problem, dude. I see you tomorrow at office at 9 a.m. We're losing this client. I don't fucking care. That's malicious compliance. Like, taking the rules from a new stupid manager and be like, oh, you want this is the rule? Got it. I'm gonna fucking go through it.
Yeah.
And there's another one that's my favorite. Is a guy that work in a company that make like not websites but like applications.
Sure.
and make like really cool like application. And sometimes when they need to renew the application, he like update it. They grab the data that they have and then change it or data or grab this, and from this they build a new version. And new management was like, this is taking too much storage, like delete all of this. I was like, I can put in disk drives and take it home. It's fine. It's like, no, 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 delete everything. You're fired. Like we don't need you. We have AI. I was like, but I'll take the disk. It's like, no, you cannot take anything from the company because you signed an NDA. You have to delete everything. It's like, fine. He delete all of it. Like a month later, someone want to update the version, and it's like, hey, we need to update the version, but we don't have the data. It's like, yeah, you fucking told me to delete all of it, so now you cannot fucking do a new version, and you have to start from scratch to make a new version. And they end up like hiring him as a consultant, and he put like a fee that is like, yeah, for my consultant fee, it's gonna be like 10K this month,
Yeah.
and they have to pay it because he's the only person that knew how to fucking build it.
Ugh.
So I
You know, it'd be awesome if that guy also has the disc still.
Yeah, no, they didn't let him get out of
Yeah.
the office with the disc.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, then I fucking delete it. So I want to know if that had happened to you, because this is my problem. My job morale is too like high, and sometimes I hate that. That if they're like drilling me or screwing me at work, I can quit, but I cannot do like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna take all of. I can't do that. It's like I
Yeah,
cannot do
yeah.
it because I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble, and I just need to like let this go. But I would love to fuck companies that have fucked me. That is like do something that would like injure them at some point.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever work for anyone where it matters. You know what I mean? Or that I'll have the ability to actually do it. Like I worked at like Whole Foods. Like they don't
Yeah.
care. What can I do to Whole Foods? They're $1 billion company. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Never,
but like for
never like.
example, I saw one in McDonald's that he was like in the drive-through, and he was like giving like double McNuggets to people, and then like, oh, I ordered just one. And he's like, yeah, like take it. You want fries?
Oh,
And
stuff like
he just keep
stuff
giving.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it doesn't really
and it's
affect
like
anyone,
I'm
but it doesn't.
waiting to. He's just giving.
Oh yeah, I've done stuff like that all the time. Yeah, but like it doesn't fuck. It doesn't
Fuck
matter.
with a villain.
No, it just kind of makes a boss upset for no reason. Like why? What are you really upset about, dude? Like it doesn't change anything. It literally doesn't change anything. Why do you care? Why do you care?
Because they need to control something.
Control. Like yeah, who gives a flying fuck, dude? Fucking turn a blind eye. Who cares? Who gives a fucking fuck? It's like, shut the like. Okay, whatever.
No, no,
Like,
you-
but also being that person in that situation too. Like, if I've seen it like happen, okay, my boss saw it. He has to say something. He's playing the game too, and then he comes to me, and then I give him lip. I'm dumb too.
Yeah.
Just go. Oh, okay. Why am I fighting you? It doesn't. What?
Yeah,
who
they
gi-
stole an avocado. It's fine. You know, like that.
But if he's like, hey, I have to write you up because you gave away double nuggets, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Like I also did that. Like like I'm playing like it's all dumb, it's all fake, whatever. Sign the thing, move on.
Dude, like once this was back in Colombia, I was poor, but I would live in a nice building because I was like sharing room with a friend, and I started like selling like homemade meals.
Mhm.
And I just like one day I went through like all the floors and to knock on the door like, hey, I'm your neighbor for this. I'm
Yeah,
selling
like
homemade
the
meals
tamale
if you
guy.
want, like the tamale guy, but in your building.
Yeah,
And I did that to every floor once, just like, hey, I'm your neighbor from this floor, and I'm gonna be start selling like lunch at this hour. Cool. And then like the 2 days later, one of the guys from the lobby is like, hey, you gotta sign this, like, and it was like a writing up like because some people complain that you knock at the door. I was like, I didn't get in. I didn't like double, like I didn't did it like multiple times. It was one. I'm not signing shit.
yeah.
I was
And
like,
also
no.
just ask me not to knock on your door.
And he was like, yeah, but they didn't like it, so I have to write you up. I was like, okay, you say, and I used that logic. I was like, you told me good morning when I came here
I know people act
right now, right? And he's like, yeah, well, I don't like that, so I want you to be fired because I don't like getting good mornings. And he's like, uh, when you put like the logic back to the person that is applying it, they're like, ah. I was like, don't tell me good morning. I don't like that. I don't want I don't give you permission to talk to me. So I like you to like. If I'm signing this, I want one for you because I don't like to be being greeted in the morning. I was like, just don't sign. I was like, okay, thank you, and I fucking left. I was like, sometimes you just gotta like give it back. Like, don't take shit. But I'm so bad at that. It takes me time
It takes you time for what?
for like be able to fight that back. Like I'll like
To fight back?
yeah, I'll receive and like I will have signed it, but I was like no.
Yeah, it depends on what it is for me. I have no problem like with not no problem. I'm pretty comfortable with confrontation. I really don't care, but also that like but that same energy is like, well, if I don't care, like I just don't care either way. I'd rather just like save my peace.
Yeah, but this is where I live, so it's like
Living is
yeah,
totally
that-
different. But also, it's fucking hard though because this is where you live. So you just go, like, you get the rage in you and you go, well, I just got to eat it. This is where I live. Like, I went through a situation with, it was me and a roommate, and we were on the second floor, and then, oh no, we were on the first floor, and then the second floor above us. Anyways, they started complaining about us.
Okay.
But they never knocked. It was the music
Okay.
during the day, like 2 p.m. like music,
Which is
like,
weird.
th-
At
they-
the night is like super reasonable, but like at
they-
2 p.m.
I know exactly, and I mean you could hear that music was playing, probably, but you can't like it's not blaring. You know, like we live on top of each other.
Yeah.
You live in a city. You're gonna hear stuff from whatever. Fine. Also asked to turn down, but stomping, and I'm like, okay, that's get out of your house. Knock on our door.
Yeah.
Like stomping, no way.
It's like grabbing the broom and like
Yeah, no way, dude. I am not doing that. If it's 2 a.m., if it's 3, like I'm not like you're being disrespectful. One thing to be like, bah, 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 but
Yeah.
that's not what it was. So the stomping happened, and then I was like, oh, they must be doing something, exercising,
Yeah.
whatever. And then it got worse and worse and progressively worse, and just like, bah, 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 bah. So I went upstairs and knocked on their door.
yeah.
And I was like, hey, is there an issue? Like, there's stomping happening or whatever. Just yelling at it. Like, it was crazy. It's a long story. So, long story short, there was back and forth between the both of us, but they would always email, like, the landlord.
Okay.
And then the landlord would communicate. And we're like, dude, we turned off the music, but now anytime they hear something, they
stomp.
stomp. They stomp. And
They want you out because you are Mexican.
they won't, dude. I mean, I never. That's always the last thing on my mind.
Okay.
Which is probably not. Like,
Yeah, usually not.
Like, I'm so oblivious to like racist people sometimes because most of the time it's like microaggressions.
Yeah.
You know. So like, anyway. I was just like crazy lady upstairs and like crazy guy, like whatever. But long story short, one day my roommate was doing laundry and he goes downstairs to move his laundry or grab his laundry from the dryer. And his laundry was gone. And so he comes back upstairs and he's like, my laundry was gone. And he was like, I moved the laundry that was inside the dryer on top of the dryer and put my clothes inside. And he's like, I think that they didn't realize like that and they took all of the clothes. And I was like, oh, okay, like weird mistake, but like
could happen, yeah.
So my roommate knocks on everyone's door and we shared so there's like 9 units. He knocks on 9 doors. All of them answer. And they're like, no, I didn't see your laundry. I didn't do laundry last night. Like, blah, 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 blah. Except for the people above us. They didn't answer. So we messaged our landlord like, hey, our laundry is missing. These are the clothes that it has in it, whatever. And I think that they did take it by accident, but because we'd had a beef between them.
They decided to fucking keep it.
To keep it because they didn't want it to look like they were doing something malicious.
Okay.
That's what I think. Because where the fuck did my clothes go?
You're a saint. I
know. I've given them...
After a stomp, I'll believe that they're. We're gonna do a little pause.
Okay, go ahead.
But because this story is good, it's just a little pause. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, so I think that it was an accident, but they were afraid that they were going to look guilty, so they kept it. Whatever. And so then we were like, well, now they have our clothes, like, and that, like,
Oh, it was yours too in
it
there?
was, well, not mine,
Just his, yeah.
just his, but so we're pissed. And we don't think that they took him on purpose. The reason why we're giving him the benefit of the doubt of that is because how would they know it was our
Yes.
laundry?
Yeah.
They didn't see us go in there. They're not going to recognize our outfits, like, or his clothes. So I don't think that they knew. But then when he knocked, they looked, and you know what? Our landlord sent out a group message too.
Okay.
Hey, it's apartment 402, which we were. So they knew, and they were like, fuck, we have their laundry. So anyway, they just like ticked us off. And then we started like having like a battle between them. But like so many times it was like hard for me to like respond the way that I wanted to respond because it's our livelihood. Like
Yeah.
my roommate wasn't on the lease, so in order for them to not like have to deal with it anymore, they were gonna kick my roommate out. And we were like, you can't do that. Like, that's not, we have rights. You guys agreed that he didn't have to be on the lease, like blah 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 blah. And then so I went upstairs and I told him, I was like, hey guys, this is getting like out of control. Like this is so insane. Like my roommate's being threatened to get kicked out because of the situation, because no one knows how to handle it. You guys seem to have a vendetta against him. Like this, like if he gets kicked out, it doesn't solve any problem.
It would
I
create-
can't
yeah.
It's going to create issues for me. This is my livelihood. I can't afford to live here without him. Like without him, I need him, dude. Like this isn't like, get this through your brain. This is not loud music situation. Like get over it. Get the fuck over it. You're affecting someone's livelihood, and they didn't understand it. I'm getting all like
No.
they didn't understand it, and they kept on going. And me and him were both like, I don't give a fuck. Like it's so disrespectful. Like I have to stand up for myself, and like I just can't let these people like just
Exactly,
think that this
stomp
is
on you.
okay. You know, like we're getting kicked out because of you. So I went upstairs multiple times and like never talked to the lady. The lady was the one that kept on stomping, and the boyfriend or husband or whatever would always be like, "I know, I'm sorry, I know." But then he would message the landlord saying that I came up aggressively threatening him.
That's probably her being like, "Oh, he came again. You have to send a message." But, like if he was like
I
that,
mean, it's-
probably was her like
Maybe
use
it
this
was
opportunity.
her, whatever, but it's him. Like
He's
they're
sending the
you know what
message,
I
yeah.
mean? Like it's him. Like you're worse than her. At least she is aggressive in
And
person too.
you're, like, passive
pretending-
aggressive, yeah.
Anyway, but I ended up, dude. It caused like tons of, it caused like tons of obstacles in my life. Like we ended up moving out because yada yada yada. They wouldn't give me my deposit or my refund or my
Yeah,
my
the
rent
deposit,
or
yeah,
whatever back unless I moved out in 2 weeks. So they forced us out in 2 weeks, which is super illegal. Like all this shit. Moved into another place. There was an issue there. The landlord, dude, like just bad luck. And then I moved into a third place.
Okay.
So I moved into 3 different places in the span of 2 months. Third
That's
place,
horrible.
beautiful, like little 1-bedroom apartment. Like it's like, dude, like a steal of a place. Like I was paying under $1,000.
Beautiful.
Like, dude, it was awesome. All to myself in my neighborhood, actually 2 blocks away from my original place.
Okay.
So my lifestyle wouldn't have to change, you know? I was super stoked. I moved all my stuff in there, and then I had a trip, and I left for my trip. And then I came back and my bed was made. I was like, I'm gonna put my bed together,
Yeah.
so that way when I come back from my trip, at least I have a bed in my apartment, yada yada. So then I come back and it's my first night after having all my stuff in there for a week, but my first night. I turn on the lights, I get home late, I turn on the lights, fucking roaches. Dude, roaches.
But like the big ones.
Like I mean, I don't care
The size, right?
the seeable size, you know. So then fucking roaches. Call the landlord. They get an exterminator. They're back. 4 exterminators. 4 exterminators.
And they just
and
keep
then then finally they say that they do it. Blah 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 blah. I hadn't seen roaches in like a few days. But all my stuff is still packed and wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, because
Because of
of the chemicals.
yeah, and I hadn't been staying there because bugs and everything creeps me the fuck out. So finally, they're like, well, we hired like an exterminator, like they outsourced an exterminator because anyway, whatever. Um, so finally, I'm like, oh, okay. And I started unpacking my stuff. It's awesome. And then 2 weeks later, rats. And I don't mean mice. I mean fucking rats.
What the fuck is this?
Dude. So I go, hey, there's rats in here. I'm not dealing with rat traps. I'm moving out. I
Yeah.
want my money back. And they don't give me my deposit. They give me a portion of it. And I moved out in 2 weeks, found another place. And then so like now I'm like settled. But all that started from me being like, fuck you. Like, and I'm just like, I gotta like, it's not worth it. Like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, like.
But just going like slightly to what I said, like those opportunities where malicious compliance start. Like malicious compliance, it never started when you're like chill. It also would start like with this lady being annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, what the landlord was like, no more music at all at 2 p.m. You're like, okay, fine. First time you hear the slightest music upstairs, the husband is like practicing the flute. You're like, landlord's like, hey, they're putting music upstairs. Like, you will be so annoying too.
Yeah, I know.
Just to keep it back.
But yeah, we were literally doing that. And like, people just choose a side, dude. Like, that's like not, the rules aren't always going to play in your favor, even if you're playing by the rules, because the rules are not real. You know what I mean? So if it's like this, like what you're talking about, like a new boss comes in and they're like, hey, on Wednesdays you can't wear purple, and then on a Wednesday they wear purple, and you go, hey, you got to go home. You're wearing purple.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the rule or whatever, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, dude. Like, they go, okay, I'll go home this time, but then they're keeping like a fucking, they're like watching you like a hawk.
Yeah,
it never works out to your benefit.
They start
if
like-
someone's in power, that person's in power.
They're putting the rules against you specifically. There are
Yeah.
no more beers. I was just like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I don't try to play, like, if I'm gonna fight back, I'm not fighting back using your rules. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, because they're your rules. I don't believe in those rules, or else I wouldn't have been in trouble for breaking them. Like, I'm gonna play by my rules. Like, you know what I mean? But
unless
it's all bullshit.
unless a loophole, unless you see a loophole, like because people when they can exploit loopholes, like, oh, you said this, then I'm gonna use exactly your rules so I cannot get in trouble.
Yeah.
Like you can, like, if you go to someone higher up than you, like you are gonna get in trouble because you told me to do this, and if this is causing the problem, that is your problem. I'm just following the rules. I believe that's why people call it like compliance, because it's like you set the rules, but I saw your rules stupid, and your rules is gonna make another problem. But I hate you so much that I'm not gonna point out that I'm gonna follow the fucking rules. So then the problem goes to
Yeah,
you
yeah,
when
yeah,
you try
yeah.
to fuck me. I'm just gonna CC the boss. It's like, hey, he told me to do this and I did it, and then just send the receipts. And then that usually like when that happens, the person in the middle is the manager is the one that they fucking kick out. Maybe you lose your job.
I just try to do whatever I can for people to like
Chill.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I've had a job that I care enough to like actually, like, I mean, obviously once in a while or whatever, but there's just bosses suck, working sucks, that I'm just like, all right, I'm like, whatever you want.
Okay.
Like, you could be like, hey, you got to do backflips today. If I could do a backflip, I'll do it. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
I'm gonna end the episode. Then we're gonna go with the bonus content. I'm gonna end the episode with this, because I'm with you with like everything is made up. Everything is like stupid. Like I constantly think about the moment that the internet, the grid just like goes down and everything like is fucked. How many people will find themselves in a position that is like, my job is a lie. Like influencers, like banks, accountability, like a lot of things. It will be like marketing. If you take internet, there's no more internet. Like you don't have shit. So like I always think about that, and Rachel does like internal communications, and sometimes they spend a week saying like, like, oh, this word is like a little aggressive. Should we use like a different word, like for like a internal communication? It's like, why are we putting so much effort in this stupid shit?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's not real. So I have thought of it. If I reincarnate, I would just like to be a fucking animal. Like, don't work. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like being a dog is okay. Like, we're the only fucking species that have to work.
Yeah. No, I mean, everyone works,
But humans,
Right. Yeah.
fucking animals, like, yeah, they hunt and they shit, but like they don't have to go and sit in an office 9 to 5 and do shit.
Yeah.
They don't have like a specific task that is like, yeah, you gotta do this every day so you can get meat.
Yeah. But they don't have Instagram now.
There's some dogs that have Instagram, and there's some animals that actually do. So, if you can like make your fantasy of the way we should live life, how it will be.
How we
If it's a fantasy, it doesn't matter the resources. It's like how humans should live life. Because there's some people that without a job or without something like that, they feel like they're pointless. And they get crisis because they don't have like a route or a path to go. Especially, I've seen a lot of old people when they're like, "You're retired," they get depressed because like I want to work, but they don't let me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
deep
um,
thoughts.
no, I don't know. I think that there should be an importance on like purpose, on like what brings you purpose,
Okay.
and then doing that for like the sake of doing that stuff for yourself, like just like putting emphasis on that just as much as we do like work and whatnot. Also, there just needs to be a lot less money.
I agree.
It's just it's like, what is going on?
Also,
Or if we have that much money, like why, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just it's all made up. So it's like insane. It's like insane when you see like, like you just go to like a certain part of like, the city and you're like, dude, people live like shit here.
Yeah.
Or like, you see all these like homeless people or just people like just fucking people like drug addicts, like whatever. And you're like, we made that up. Like we made
Yeah.
that up. We made that happen. And we have like, we could help them.
dude, like
And we just don't. We like, there's not going to be a problem if we help them.
no.
There's no issue.
There's like buildings that are empty because the landlords cannot find someone that paid their source rent
Yeah.
that they want to be paid.
So my mom, during the pandemic, like there were like businesses that were like not being used because of the pandemic, and she does social work, and there was like, it was like a hotel or something that just like wasn't making money because people weren't traveling or whatever, and so they were housing people that were
Nice.
like unhoused. Yeah. It was awesome, and I was like, why can't we do like more of that?
Yeah.
Why can't we do more of that? Like, because they put rules about it. It's like, this pizza place doesn't exist anymore. Like, let's put some fucking beds in there and have people. It's better than them sleep. Like, we
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that. We can't do that because it used to be a restaurant, and
Yeah.
the rules are that it's not a house, and we could get in a lot of trouble. Like, what do you like? What rule? Put a fucking bed in there and give this person somewhere
Yeah,
to sleep.
not even like just mattress on the floor and just leave.
Dude, I saw this happen the other day. I was walking to the bus to go home after work, and there was this guy there, and he's like a regular guy that's like always like
Yeah.
asking for money and food and like whatever. And he was like asking these people. We were crossing the street, and he was like asking people for food, and he was like, he wasn't like aggressive or anything, but he was like loud, like in his nature, like, just like whatever. And the lady was like, no, 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 like pretty aggressive.
Okay.
Like, it was crazy. And then like the boyfriend like said something. I don't know. I didn't catch what he said, but he was like, yo, what's the deal? Like, whoa,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
relax, whatever. And she goes, no, he's literally so annoying. I was like, And I was like, annoying is crazy. But then the boyfriend goes,
She doesn't let me enjoy my matcha.
the boyfriend goes, you act like you've never been hungry before. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome, dude. It's like, yeah, dude, like people are fucking hungry. And we're like,
Oh.
yeah, she's like, no, 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 no. And you're like, dude, he has no shoes on. Like, you
Yeah.
expect him to be like, hey, can I get a moment of your time? Like, no, he's
And
like,
even-
you have food.
And if he does that, probably they're like, she's gonna do the
Still say
exact
no.
same response.
I know.
No, 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 no. I don't want to hold the pandas.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
it's crazy.
It's like, we're gonna end the episode on the note that rules that's stupid. We should start breaking them because I saw a post of people starting living in their cars because the land where their houses were, property taxes skyrocket. They were like pushed out of their houses, demolished the houses, created buildings. No one can afford the apartment, so they are living in their cars in front of where the house was, and that's fucking stupid. Of in front of empty buildings,
And then it's illegal to live in your car.
and it's illegal to live in your car.
Dude, what the fuck?
I fucking.
It's illegal to live in your car. It's illegal to live in a tent on the side of the fucking, like,
Yeah.
people like will like hide like on the side of the highway in between trees, and like you can't see them. You can't see them. Sometimes you notice, and then there's one person that notices and they go, "Nope.
No.
That's against the rules."
It's the
The
same
fucking
woman.
rules,
No,
they live
no,
in- I
no,
know, they live
no.
in a tent. And then the crazy thing though too is like you talk to certain people and it's like the thing that like upsets me is like you'll talk to a smart person. You'll talk to a smart person, but then their logic is if I could do it, why can't they? Because they're not you, dude.
And they don't have
Like,
to.
they-
Yeah.
you don't know what their circumstances or are. Like, people go, I grew up on, the south side or the east side, or I grew up on food stamps and I got out of it and I blah, 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 and I blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay. And like, you don't know these people. You don't know that like everyone has equal opportunity. No, because we're not the same people. Like, it's like the fact that you are pretending to not understand that we're not all starting at the same starting line is insane to me. You're choosing to be ignorant. You're choosing to be ignorant.
Dude, there's people that got in jail for possession of weed that is now legal, and after they got out, they have that stain of you were in prison. They cannot get a job because, like, yeah, you're an ex-inmate, and then they're like, yeah, if he can do it, what? Like, if I can do it, what he can is like because the circumstances fuck that person.
Yeah, dude, because you don't have the mental PTSD that this person had. Like they spend years in isolation, dude. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking for weed? For weed that is legal.
Exactly.
That is legal. That we went, oh, you know what? It's actually not that bad. We kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
We kind of fucked up.
And they're like, are we gonna unlock these people that are in,
And there's
in
still
jail?
people
And they're
in
like,
prison
no.
for weed. Still.
Exactly.
Still. And like, yeah, and it's just like,
Imagine being in jail at that moment. It's like, weed is now legal. They're like,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I'm gonna get out. No, okay, fine. You'll be so annoyed. It's too much paperwork to get you out.
It's just like it's just insane to like, it's it's like we don't like I talked to someone or whatever about like we were just like having a conversation. They're like, I'm I made it. Like why can't they or whatever? And it's like because you like. Have you ever gotten in like an accident? Did you ever have health issues? Like, no. Like, like we don't know what people are fucking going through.
Do you have to
Like,
take care of your brother
you have
and
to take care-
drop a
exactly.
school because your brother didn't have
Yeah.
anyone to take care of?
Yeah,
Or
they're
him.
like, or someone like, I had shitty parents and I figured it out. And it's like, cool. Like, you also had something that allowed you that opportunity. Not to say that this person didn't have that thing that allowed them the opportunity, but how many times are we blind to an opportunity because we're young, because we're focused on something else, because, it's just like, it's just crazy.
Because we just kind of like, I
Just help people. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Like I don't care if I won the race if I already won the race, if I'm on top of the fucking hill, I'm not going to be like, well, I fucking did it. If that person needs help, I'm going to I already won the race. I'm already on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Why does it matter? Why are you upset? I shouldn't have to blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay.
I believe it like the mindset is that if we help the people that are down,
They're not going to
there-
want to help themselves.
there's not gonna be enough space at the top of the
that's
hill.
yeah.
Or second, people think that if you raise these people, this person is gonna go to the hill and then push you down. It's like that's not the case. I recently with Femi, I talked like I believe that with a part-time job, you should be able to have housing, food, water, electricity, and internet, like all your bases with a part-time job. And as long as that doesn't happen, they just shouldn't exist like billionaires, trillionaires, like that shouldn't exist as long as this doesn't exist. When this exists, like I don't care if you have like 34 trillion million dollars, like but everybody on the
It would
planet,
matter less if everyone had like a livable.
yeah, but no one have to live in their fucking car.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it's like
But-
have as much money as you want, but if I like have an accident, I can go to a hospital, and it doesn't have to be free, but I can afford it.
Yeah.
Cool, have as much money as you want,
Yeah.
but that doesn't happen. The thing is like, oh, I don't have to buy shoes or food, and this person,
Also, the thing is, like, maybe I would understand selfish, like, evil, corporate capitalist ways if the truth was we weren't gonna die. But like, you're also gonna die. Who cares?
yeah,
Like, who gives a fuck? You're gonna die, dude. Like, you're not gonna have this forever. You're not gonna be like, no, I built. Like, you're gonna die. Like, like who gives a fuck?
and
Who
more
gives a
and more
fuck?
than likely
Like, why-
they
like-
fight with their kids, so it's like you're gonna have to give it to someone that you don't like. So like, what's the
I
point?
mean, yeah. Also, you're dead.
Exactly.
You're fucking dead. You're like, well, when I die, I want. Like, who cares? I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, we're gonna end the podcast in this like super happy note. Of like nothing cares when you're gonna die. This is what we want out of the podcast. And we're gonna go to the bonus contest. Adios. You gotta say adios.
Hell yes.
Adios.
Oh, adios. I thought you said say hell yes.